The French and the British have targeted X for alleged cybercrime, chiefly the capability of its AI arm, known as Grok, to produce harmful sexualised image and video content. What's going on, James?
Well, I think there's a real difference of approach between France and the UK, and people might want to decide which they think is the most intimidating to the world's richest man. France has raided the offices of X in Paris. This follows them having actually a year ago arrested a major social media founder, Telegram, which is often used by far-right and underground groups. Its founder, Pavel Durov, got arrested when he was travelling through the country last year. Today, in connection to a year-long investigation into X, which now includes the sexualised contact allegations on Grok, they've raided the offices.
So kicked the doors in?
Yeah, they seem to have kicked the doors in, got in with a warrant. They're collecting documents. We don't know the full details of that yet. As far as I can tell, it's actually ongoing. But that's quite dynamic, quite kinetic. And then you've got the UK. And in the UK, we've had the Information Commissioner's Office and Ofcom have both issued statements today. The Information Commissioner, who looks after data protection, has said they're going to open an investigation into Grok's generation of images of mostly of women and girls that are abusive. There have been reports that this was happening at a rate of 8,000 abusive images an hour. I mean, this is a huge thing. But the Information Commissioner's Office looks after data protection, whereas Ofcom regulates internet safety, and they're both separately looking into this. But Ofcom's put out a statement saying it is investigating X, but it's not investigating XAI, which is Grok itself, which is very confusing and very technical. Right. But they're saying that despite all of these internet safety laws that we seem to have passed again and again, they don't actually have the power to investigate the chatbot unless it's on a social network. And the police seem to not be investigating, even though it is a criminal offence to generate images that show sort of children being sexualised, especially when it's real children.
Yes.
And the police seem to be saying, no, it's Ofcom. Ofcom seem to be saying we can only look at it here. So the good news is there are investigations. There's now the ICO and Ofcom. It doesn't sound quite as dramatic as France, though, does it?
No, but they're also chasing different things. I mean, obviously France includes the child abuse images and the sexually explicit deep fakes, but they're also, as you touched on with regard to Eric Bothwell, the MP, they're also looking at the algorithm, specifically at the algorithm and what it puts in front of people. So that's not just manipulation of images and undressing children.
Yes, France has been looking into this for a year. And of course, this is where you start getting into some free speech concerns because, you know, these platforms do sort of have a bit of a duty. Most of us think show a range of views. People want to be able to express themselves online. And finding where that crosses the line into radicalisation is quite difficult. But when they are owned by someone who is clearly extremely radical, Elon Musk offered to pay Tommy Robinson's legal bills, for example.
That can't be right. That can't be right, because Elon Musk was asking to go to Jeffrey Epstein's parties after Jeffrey Epstein had been convicted of soliciting a minor for prostitution. And Tommy Robinson wants to protect our girls, James. He's got it on a T-shirt.
It almost seems like they're a bit confused about where they stand on this issue,
massive hypocrites.
Yes, because, of course, Elon Musk a year ago said when he fell out with Donald Trump, said Trump's in the Epstein files. That's not how that's why he's not releasing them. Seems to have forgotten to mention that he was in there himself as well, doesn't he?
Begging to go to parties. Is it? I don't really like this phrase, but there's a reason why it's a cliche. Is it too big to fall? I mean, is Musk so rich and Twitter so big, X as it's called at the moment, that none of this will matter? Almost as if we've flirted with this question a few times, that these new tech behemoths are bigger than nation states.
They're not.
Right.
Musk looks huge, but it's largely that no one dares take him on. He's very hard to take on when Donald Trump is in his corner and will back him. But that's because that's the biggest government in the world. Rich men have thought they were bigger than governments before, and it never really ends very well for them. You know, Rockefeller thought this, the Trustbusters thought this. If governments act, if they coordinate, if they take it on, they can do it. And X is about the 6th biggest social network. YouTube's bigger, TikTok's bigger, Facebook's bigger, Insta's bigger. Lots of people still use it. I moved to Blue Sky. It's much nicer there.
It is. It's getting better as well. It seems to be sort of moving into some of those comedy areas and nice little witticisms that we used to enjoy so much on Twitter. But
yeah, it was too political for a while. But there's actually jokes on Blue Sky finally, which it really needed.
Quite good ones.
X, if it disappeared, your racist uncle might have a few less talking points at Christmas dinner. I don't think we'd miss much else, really.
I think you're probably right. James Ball, many thanks. If you don't already read The New World, or The New European, as it was once known, then you should be. James is the political editor there.